Hi, welcome to this video tutorial on how to use your ERSP on your computer to access your schedule and client information. If you haven't already, I want you to check out the file that I sent you that helps you set up shortcuts or bookmarks on your computer, Mac, iPhone, and Android devices. It's right here. Very simple. It gives you links to various sites that help you with whichever browser that you choose to use or with whatever smartphone you choose to use. As an example, let's say you're trying to figure out how to create a shortcut to an iPhone. All you have to do is hit your control button, link. It takes you to a YouTube video that shows you how to use your setup, what are called web clips, which is the same thing as shortcuts. Okay, gives you an idea how that works. We're not going to worry about that. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is show you how to log in to ERSP through your computer. We're just going to cancel that, minimize it. Now, ERSP in the computer, I like to use Google Chrome. You can use any of the major browsers, Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Safari if you're a Mac user. So we're going to go to Google Chrome. Opens up, and mine is set to open to ERSP. ERSP is our website that allows us access to all sorts of information, helps us run our business. There are three portals that we have set up: the client portal, the caregiver portal, and the administrator portal. You as caregivers only have access to the caregiver portal. So mine are already programmed in here, but I'll help you out. Your username is your last name and first initial, and your password is the first four of your last name plus the last four of your social. Just remember, it's the same thing you use to log in to look at your pay stubs. Then I hit login. Takes a minute to authorize. I'm not going to go through everything here, but I am going to show you a few things that I think are important. You know it's your site because it's going to have your name and it's going to have the picture that's the same as the one that's on your website. I'm sorry, on your name tag. Okay, it's also going to show your calendar. In this case, it shows my calendar for this week and what's blocked and what's not. There's a video right here that I want you to watch called Employee Availability Calendar, and we'll touch on that again in a minute. But it helps you see how you can use this calendar to show us when you're available to work, but more importantly, when you're not. So you should always make a point of blocking off when you're not available to work. And again, I'll show you that in just a minute, so that we don't try to assign tasks to you or shifts to you when you're unavailable. Okay. So now I can look at next week's schedule as an example, and I can see that I have a client from 8 to 5 on Thursday that's assigned, and one here from 10 to 12. Well, I see the client and it's assigned to me, and let's say it's a new client. I want to click on that new client, and the way that I do that is I go into my calendar. When I go into my calendar up here, I see, as an example, that I have Tom Harper scheduled on the 13th and Tom Harper on the 17th. So I'm going to click, as an example, on the 17th just to take a look at the situation. This is an 8 to 5 shift. It shows me the client's name, the address, gives me the ability to go to MapQuest and see where that client lives so I can get a map to his house if I want to. And it also gives me all the information in the past we were kind of missing in ERSP. Now, a lot of this is available on your phone as well, and the next video is going to show how it works on your iPhone or your Android phone like a Samsung, etc. It gives me special notes about the client. It gives me his care plan. It gives me activities that need to be performed. In this case, it's only transportation, but if he needed bathing, dressing, any of that sort of thing, it would tell me what those are. And that's very important because we need to make sure that we are either doing the tasks that are listed or activities listed under the plan of care, or we are noting why we did not do that activity. Maybe they refuse services as an example. And then down here under assessment notes, it's going to very clearly tell you about that client. Suzanne, most of the time, what it's going to show is the information that Suzanne has gleaned when she goes to the house and does a home assessment or a care plan. Many of hers are much longer than this because the patients are more complicated, but it's going to tell you everything that you need to hopefully do a great job for that client. Okay? I'm going to scroll back up to the top. I'm going to avoid the issue of post timesheet, and the reason why is most of you or all of you will not be posting your time or your clock in and clock out times via this site. I want to get to the point that all of you are able to do it from your smartphones, but the smartphones is a much easier method to do it, and we'll show that in a separate video. Now I'm clicking return. It goes back to my schedule. Clicking return again, and it goes back to home. One thing that is new that we're doing is this issue of broadcasts that you see up here in the corner. It lists new broadcasts and it says that there are 2. So what a broadcast is it's telling me, hey, there is a shift out there that I may want, that I am eligible to take. So I click on the 2 broadcasts and it lists, okay, the 714, Tom Harper, my client, actually needs somebody at 8 to 5. I may have had my schedule blocked and that's why it wasn't assigned to me, and I can do one of 2 things. In this case, I can accept this day, and let's say I have plans on the 15th and I can't accept it. I can decline that one. So what I'm going to do is hit Submit Selections. And I want to say one thing that's really nice about looking at your broadcasts through the website instead of just the yes or no on the phone is that on the phone we really can't give any detail about the client. And if it's a new client and you use this website, you're going to be able to get more information. I will also tell you that on your cell phones you will have the option to go to a full site and see this and not just use the mobile device or the mobile site. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to accept the 14th and I'm going to decline the 15th, and I hit Submit My Selections. Ersp is working. It shows that I accepted the 14th, I declined the 15th, and I say okay. Then I go to Return. Now I have 0 broadcasts because I've responded to any broadcasts that are available. Now let's walk over again and look at my calendar. My calendar shows that I picked up the 14th and it's immediately added to my calendar. And it's immediately added to Renee's calendar as well, showing that I have accepted that shift. And she's also going to see that I have declined the shift on the 15th so that she's able to say, well, Dale can't do this when it's his regular client. I probably need to find somebody else to do that one.